Hello everybody, my name is Mercedes and I will be doing my Behaviorist biography on Dr. Anthony Charles Catania. I might have a little trouble with pronouncing his last name. I've been trying to figure it out, but here we go. Okay, who is this behaviorist? Dr. Catania was born on June 22nd, 1936, and he still lives to this day. Fun fact, he lives in Maryland, which is about 45 to an hour away, 45 minutes to an hour away from Fairfax, Virginia, where Mason is, or at least the main campus is. He was active from 1961 to now, and some distinctions that he received during his lifespan and during the time he's been active in the field of applied behavior analysis are that he became the president of the Association for Behavior Analysis International. He is the author of 10 books, including a major textbook in the field called Learning. He is a fellow in divisions 3, 25, and 28. He is a Fulbright Senior Research Award winner, and he is also an award winner from the California Association for Behavior Analysis, and he won the award for Outstanding Contributor to Behavior Analysis. As far as his educational background goes, he went to Columbia College, then Columbia University, and then ultimately Harvard to get his PhD, which I have their logos here on this picture with a middle picture of Dr. Catania. And lastly, we have UMBC. I put UMBC here because that is where he retired from as a professor. Pertinent works. These are works that I will be talking about in my paper as well. And just to jump on in, first we have the Concurrent Performances, a baseline for the study of reinforcement magnitude, written in 1963. In this paper, he talked about variables that have no effect or seem to have no effect when used in a continuous schedule of reinforcement, and he just studied those variables to see what exactly the effect of these variables are. In the next paper, he wrote called the Concurrent Performances, Reinforcement Interaction and Response Independence, again written in 1963. He broke it down into 2 experiments. In the first experiment, he talked about reinforcement interaction using pigeons to display that the absence of an appreciable effect of reinforcement duration on a single key responding may actually indicate that response rate is a power function of reinforcement duration. In the second experiment, he went on to talk about response independence, once again using pigeons, and this time to support the theory that the response rate will be maintained within a schedule, yet it will be independent of the characteristics of responding that are maintained by other schedules of reinforcement within that same experiment. Next, concurrent operants. This one was written in 1966. In concurrent operants, he talked about how those operands must be independent because without proper programming, the operands will become controlled by the other, and that means that the rate of one operand won't be able to fluctuate independently, as you would hope it would be able to if they are actually concurrent. Next, I selected the paper entitled A Quantitative Analysis of the Responding Maintained by Interval Schedules of Reinforcement. This one was written 2 years later in 1968. In this article, Dr. Catania partnered with G.S. Reynolds to present 6 experiments where they examine the effects variation in the schedules of reinforcement may have on responding by looking at variable intervals and fixed interval schedules. My would-be interview with Dr. A. Charles Catania. So the 5 questions I chose were: 1. Why were pigeons your choice of animals when testing over rats? 2. What changes, if any, have you seen in your work from now in 2019 to when you began working in the 1960s? 3rd, what is one area in behavior analysis that you wish you knew more about? 4th, why do you think your work is important? And 5th, who is one behaviorist you still wish to work with, living or dead? And in conclusion, why is he so important? So Dr. A. Charles Catania describes himself as a behavior analyst and experimental psychologist with a special interest in learning in schedules of reinforcement and in the analysis of verbal behavior. And that was stated in his personal biography on the University of Maryland, Baltimore County page that he has for his classes that he taught and the department that he founded at the university. The approach he takes to behavior analysis draws parallels between operant shaping and natural selection, especially when it comes to the domain of language development in relation to verbal behavior. He also goes on to say that basically organisms evolved based on what they were able to do at that time, and all of those functions have a biological basis, which is why he did so much work in experimental psychology, and also he dabbled in the evolutionary aspect of it, intertwining some of his theories with Darwin's theories. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Good luck with the final, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day.